Hello Internet, Zai the Roshi, and I'm back with another reaction. This time reacting to Xilonen's character teaser, collected Miscellany, and her character trailer. Let's get into it. It looks like she's going to try to grab my head.
Ancient names are Natlan's generational legacy. They are records of our past and chronicles of our heroes. Behind every echo, a timeless victory. Every canopy, an unseen conflict. And every spring, a heated battle. But from one generation to the next, history can change. The slightest distortion poisons our legacy.
Everyone wants wealth and fame.
Power means you never yield.
Protect others at your peril.
Fact, legacy, and true history. That is what I forge. With the blood of this land. A hero is engraved in stone. Their legacy, immortal in this name. This blessing, forged in flame. Luongozo is complete.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. There was some not just about Xilonen, but Natlan lore in general, kind of, or getting a glimpse of it. She references the three main tribes that have been introduced to us. I know there's more than that, but those are I guess the biggest ones, or the ones that the game talked about the most. I think it's badass that she's a smith, she's a forger of sorts. Like that's cool. Yeah, she's doing the forging thing. The art seems to sort of churn into this, I don't know how to really describe it. It almost looks like it's more concept art than anything, even though I know it was made to look this way for a purpose, but it has a little bit of like that comic book feel and just like thick, chalky lines. Yeah, it's interesting. And this one looks very layered, almost like pop-up book-like, I guess, with how they're doing the different line art on things, and you can obviously see the layers that they're using. Gives you that illusion of almost being like one, with just the stylistic choices that they made here, which is really cool. And then once again, we have like these chalky, thick lines. She's got some glam going on. Originally, I couldn't think of the word to use to describe her look, and through my comment section, I realized the actual style that she has. Xilonen has a very Gyaru style, which I'm not sure if there is an equivalent to that in other cultures. Maybe there is, but I know it as a Japanese term for a specific style that's very heavy into certain fashions, that's very rebellious, against the curve and all that stuff. For example, the very bleached hair and very like fashionable, showy clothing and such. Personality-wise, I don't know if she's a wild, rebellious character by any means, or maybe she just likes to appear to be dolled up. In short, this was a pretty cool teaser. I like how we saw Xilonen describe like this Natlan history of sorts and names, and saw her forging and doing something rather serious. It's not what I was expecting at all. I thought we were going to get more of a party vibe of sorts, only because the only thing I know about her is that she is either lazing about in a tree, probably from partying, and then we have what we've seen in the 5.1 trailer, where she is like a DJ and dancing and stuff. So I didn't really know what to expect, and now this is a completely different side, so this was cool to see. I look forward to checking out the rest of her stuff. Let's get into her collected Miscellany.
小玉の子で最も有名な鍛冶職人シロネンを探すのは骨が折れる。彼女の動きは素早く、静かな時は微動だにしない。
She was just on
そ
the
んな
wall.
シロネンを捕まえるには、マービカが探してると叫んだ後、その反対側から囲うように人をやるのがいいだろう。
さっさと片付けちゃう？
岩の神の目を持つ彼女は元素スキルで自身の移動と壁登り能力をアップできる。また元素スキルと添付により敵の元素耐性を下げるサポートも可能だ。
Blowing bubblegum, love it.
元素スキルでは一定の夜根値を獲得して夜根の加護状態に入り、ブレードハントモードとなる。
Oh my god.
自身の移動と壁登り速度をアップさせ、オセロット形態で壁面を高速跳躍できる。発動時には前方へ突進し、自身の防御力をもとに岩ダメージを与える。
Okay, scales off of
通常
defense.
攻撃は最大4段の連続蹴りに変わり、元素付与によって他の元素に変化しない岩ダメージとなる。またシロネンは3つのサンプラーを持つ。チーム内の他キャラの元素に応じて異なる音を取り入れ、アクティブ化すると近くの敵は対応する元素耐性がダウンする。サンプラーの初期サンプル音源は岩で、チームに
I just noticed she doesn't have her
水、
coat on right now.
氷または雷キャラが
Does she have
1
an
名いる
outfit
ごと
change?
にサンプラーの一つがその元素に変わる。
Excuse
夜
me.
根の加護状態時
Hold on.
し
I'm pausing for a second. Something caught me off guard. She's got this thing going on. Hold on. Let me see that again.
1名いるごとにサンプラーの一つがその元素に変わる。
That's sick. It's like the waveforms of like the music or whatever. I don't know what it is in this case, but that's cool. Is that always there? Does she always have this translucent cloak-like thing that's like of the bar-like waveform? Because she's like music-based and stuff? They're freaking listening. They're listening. I complained forever ago in my Genshin Impact design tier list. I have it somewhere on my channel. You can go check it out if you have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm not even sure if it's in the video. But at the very least, when I streamed it, I talked about how I'm tired of all these capes and these dangles and things that fly behind the character when you're running around. And I know the purpose that it's there. So you have something to keep your attention when you're running around, because you want your character to be just as interesting in the back as they do in the front, because that's what you see most of the time when you're using them in the world, right? So they have all these things that are just kind of like dangling keys in front of your face to keep your attention. And I was like, why don't we do something with like that's like constantly moving, or some kind of translucent pattern, or like just like some see-through thing where like it's this. Like this is what I'm talking about. Thank God. Sorry. I was amped up for that.
夜根の加護状態時、シロネンが持つ岩のサンプル音源は常時アクティブとなる。サンプル音源の元素に応じてシロネンの戦い方は変わる。元素変化したサンプル音源が2つ以上あるとき、シロネンが元素スキルを発動すると、添付により通常および落下攻撃が強化され、また命中時に一定の夜根値を得る。夜根値が上限に達した時、それを全て消費して自身が持つ3つのサンプル音源を一定時間アクティブ化する。アクティブ化中、敵は対応する元素耐性がダウンする。
I'm so sorry,
シロネンが待
Japanese
機中でも
Dainsleif,
効果
but
を発動できる。
the Natlan battle music is
また
just
シロネン
so
の
hype,
元素爆
and
発
I'm
は
like focusing more on that than what he's saying
一
in
定
the
時間ごと
subtitles.
に近くのフィールド上キャラクターの HP を回復する。元素変化したサンプル音源が2つ未満の時、
stuff going
シロ
on.
ネンが元素スキルを発動すると、添付により通常および落下攻撃のダメージがアップする。この時、シロネンの元素爆発は追加で岩範囲ダメージを2回与える。
Ooh.
添付ポータブルアーマー解放後、夜根の加護状態にあるシロネンの夜根値が上限に達した時、夜根バーストと同じ効果を1回発動する。 さらに近くのチーム内キャラが夜根バーストを起こすとシロネンの防御力がアップする。年素を利用できるナタのエリアにいるとき、フィールド上の仲間が特定の状態にあると、シロネンは夜根のカゴ状態で登場できる。また夜根のカゴ状態にあるシロネンがナタで壁を登るとき、スタミナを消費した。年素を鍛造に応用することに長けるシロネンは、その技術を日常で惜しまなく共有する。シロネンのいるチーム内キャラが夜根トランスを発動時、固有添付により一定の年素が回復する。依頼人もしくは仲間を理解することは仕事を効率よくこなす条件だ。その点を決して怠らないシロネンは常にチームを支えている。戦闘ではまず元素スキルを発動し、所持するサンプル音源に応じて戦闘スタイルを変える。元素変化したサンプル音源が2つ以上ある場合、攻撃で夜根値を貯めよう。夜根値が上限に達したらサンプル音源をアクティブ化し、対応する元素耐性をダウンさせて仲間を手助けする。タイミングを見て元素爆発を発動し、仲間の HP を回復するといい。元素変化したサンプル音源が2つ未満の場合、元素スキルを発動して自身の与えるダメージをアップさせ、敵の岩元素耐性を下げよう。岩元素を使うチーム内キャラのダメージをアップさせられる。戦況に応じて元素爆発を発動して大ダメージを与え、音の波で敵を一掃しよう。良い職人は依頼人と鍛造をつなぐ架け橋のような存在だ。ある意味シロネンは人付き合いに傾倒する者よりも周りの友人を理解しているかもしれない。相手が必要とするものを知ればその人を理解したと言える。最も手を焼く依頼人は複雑な考えを持つ人ではなく、求めるものがいかに複雑かを知らない人だ。こういった人に対しシロネンはより多くの時間を思考と休息に当て、原始的な策を取る。チョコを作るのと同じで、苦ければ砂糖を、甘ければ苦味を加えるのだ。
Okay. That's great. She's cool, and I will admit, listening to it in Japanese and reading the subtitles, I don't think I truly fully understand what she does off of a first watch, because that's not really how I take in information anyway. I have to actually do the thing to understand it. And the fact that I was reading instead of hearing. I know there's the big voice actor thing happening right now, and, you know, not to get too into it at this moment, but at the same time, I hope the best for the voice actors. I hope they get what they need, because I'm not a fan of AI myself. But it is what it is, and this is what we got to work with right now. She looks very cool. The fact that she has the rollerblades going on, she can cruise around, go up mountains with them. That's awesome. I love the transition animation from another character climbing to her, whatever you want to call it, the leopard launch. She kicks with her kicks. I like characters who kick. I know Kachina has the capoeira thing going on, and that there's been a few other characters that do a lot of kicking. She's another one. She looks cool. They look like they hit her opponent and they hit hard. It looks like there's some impact to that, but I guess I will eventually see for myself when I test her out, probably in this video. But for now, I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is her character trailer. Let's get into it.
Wow, what a beautiful gem. You should turn it into jewelry.
We should check the grade first. But I can think of a better use for you.
Oh, this feels different. Oh, right there. It is with the skill.
least not a piece of jewelry. Looks like these Saurians don't miss a beat. Time for a test drive.
Ooh.
You got a few tricks on my sleeves, yeah. Others on my easily freeze, yeah. Unleash your don't need no teaser.
Okay.
I lost a week or two when you got no idea what to do. Always on my mark, no time to accuse. Shining light, tell me the stage is not for you. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even all this big, watch me skate. Every step I take and every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even all this big, watch me skate. It took so long to dig up, and now the phlogiston is gone.
That's for the best. Better lost in the heat of battle than locked away in a jewelry box.
True.
Gems like these are meant to burn.
Ooh.
So much more, down the drain.
Okay. Wow. The the animation's nuts. I wasn't expecting to get like an actual song in this anywhere at any point in time. She just straight up broke into like some like K-pop beat out of nowhere and was even singing. Is it the same? Is the voice actress also singing, or is that a different performer? I don't know. Maybe it says it in the description. Okay. Cool. Love that. I mean, you know me, how I feel about the stylistic look when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, man. You know what it is? Tell me this doesn't remind you of KDA. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. And tell me that this specific shot doesn't remind you of KDA in some way, shape, or form. Something with how they did the colors and then the type of song that's here. It's a K-pop thing. Like, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta have influence from that. Oh man, just look at that. That looks like that could be a freaking wallpaper. Again, another one. They go way too hard with these character trailers, I'm telling you. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And we had other characters appear, such as Mulani and Chaska here. She's DJing at a freaking club or rave or something. She's on stage. To me, what they did is that with Kinich, they took the retro game feel and they infused that into the trailer. They really forced it in there. And they're like, look how cool this shit is. Appreciate it. And then for Xilonen, what they did here is that they just took a pop influence. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying K-pop because that's what it made me think of immediately. And they shoved that into this trailer and they killed it again. I love it. Now I got to do her test run. You know what? Before I said I wasn't crazy about her outfit.
We should take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
But I don't think I mind it as much. Yeah, okay. So, not a huge fan of the back of her pants. Gonna be honest. Ooh, does a nice little flip. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, it's so sick. That feels good. She obviously feels floaty. I mean, she's on rollerblades for Christ's sake, right? So of course she would be floaty. Usually floaty isn't really good, but for her so far, it's okay.
Leave me alone. Let's do this then. Yes, you are.
I like how her sword is a combination of her slashes and like her kicking motions. That's sick. That's a really good animation choice, especially since she's a very much a kicking character. I think that's great. She also has a different charge attack, where she does this backwards kick. That's awesome. Thank God. We're making more variety with these animations. I'm loving it. I'm okay with that.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Ring cutter.
Here we go.
Time for your arraignment. Bring it. Letting brave names echo. You're toast. Witness the power of Gugwa. Letting brave names echo.
And challenge complete. She's fun. I like her. And that's it. I watched her teaser, her collected Miscellany, and her trailer. And I have to say, all three of those things were a great watch. Her teaser, we learn more about her job, a little bit about the tribes and such, the ancient names and so on. Pretty cool. Her Miscellany, very informative. And her trailer, once again, these trailers, oh my god, works of art. They're doing a really good job at making these feel more unique as they go, and I can't appreciate that enough. As far as her gameplay goes, personally, I don't think it was for me, although I can see why a lot of people would like her. Her movement by far is the best thing about the character. Overall, I had a fun time. But you let me know, what are your thoughts about this character? And have you pulled for them, or are you planning to pull for them? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also check the description for additional ways of how to support me. Every little bit counts, it's greatly appreciated, and until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.